What's up YouTube? This is Bob Robson6868 and today I have a Modern Warfare 3 random class game. These were popular on Black Ops, but I haven't seen anyone doing a Modern Warfare 3, and this is going to be my first attempt at doing a random class generator. Keep in mind that I won't always have everything unlocked, but I'll do my best to use what it says or use any substitutes when it makes sense. And I'm also going to try to just get the best game I can, and hopefully it'll be something decent. And so let's try out the first class and see what we get for a random class. Alright, so it's kind of sucky. I got the striker as the primary with the attachments proficiency, suppressor, reflex sight, and then as a second primary I have the 1887, and it says stability, but that doesn't actually exist, so I won't be using it. And Dead Man's Hand as the death streak, and then I'm supposed to use blind eye, overkill, and steady aim as my perks. And then my kill streaks are extreme conditioning, sleight of hand, stalker, and I'll be using the throwing knife and the smoke grenades. So they didn't set me up with too much that's really going to help me out. I mean, this is like a totally ass backwards class setup if I've ever seen one. This is just the first random one I got. You know, if I'm setting up a class with the striker, I'm probably not going to put on suppressor, although it didn't really hurt me too much in this game, but I would definitely have sleight of hand. This has probably one of the slowest reloads of any gun in the game, if not the slowest. I don't know, the LMGs might be a little bit slower, but you have to reload each shell at a time, and man, it takes forever. And I don't know how I got that kill, but so basically I would do that. I would probably use the grip, and then I would probably either use damage or range, probably damage on this shotgun. I haven't unlocked it yet though, so I don't know exactly what it's like. And then for my secondary, I would definitely not use another shotgun, because I mean that's just, watch this kill right here, right now, 3, 2, 1, 0. Oh yeah, you're dead. That was a pretty good, I don't know how I got it, but I would definitely want to use a little more versatile setup than 2 shotguns. You're only going to be able to get in close range engagements. And this morning, oh man, it took me a couple hours to get this gameplay, and I was just getting so angry because I had almost no chance, and this map ended up being pretty good for me because it has a lot of tight corridors, a lot of tight spaces. But a lot of the other maps, even if there's tight spaces, you know, to get to the teams you got to go through more wide open spaces, and then they didn't want to come to me, and things were just not working out, and I was getting so mad because I could not get anything going. And I ended up with a couple just barely positive games, and I was like, you know, I don't want to do it, but if I have to, I'm just going to put up the best one that I can get, even if it's not a really good or, you know, decent gameplay, just to say, well, I couldn't do it. That's the best I could do. If you don't like it, nothing I can do. But then this game came along, and I did really well. And so and then let's talk about the 1887. The 1887, you know, I've had the last couple days, I've had some guys really damage me good with it. You know, they've been really just tearing me apart up and down the court of the game, whatever you want to call it. But without damage, you know, it's just really bad. And it's really hard to get kills with it, and I've only managed to level it up to level 2 now. So it's really difficult. So I probably just would never use that gun, never recommend it. It's another really slow reload. I just had bad luck right there. So it's probably the worst shotgun. I'm just gonna say that right now. I know there's gonna be people who really like it, but I really think it's one of the worst shotguns. And so then, like I said, I'll be using sleight of hand for sure, and then for my secondary perk, you know, assassin maybe works, or, you know, whatever you want to use, I guess. And the third perk, steady aim, at least they got that one right. Steady aim you should definitely use, because with the shotguns you got the same spread, hip fire as aiming down sights. Alright, I gotta stop talking, there's a good streak right now. Oh, what? Reload, no, knife. Oh. Alright, and then let me see, is there another streak coming right here? Can't remember. No, I don't think it is. Okay, so what was I talking about? Can't even remember. Dang it, I gotta check. Alright, so same hip fire spread as aiming down sights. So, you know, it's easier and faster to just aim from the hip and just kind of spray. You know, a lot of what I'm doing in this game is just spraying. I'm not particularly aiming real well. I'm just spraying at people, and it works pretty good. And that's kind of what you want to do with the shotguns. And steady aim will make your reticle smaller, which will help you get more shots on target. And so now you can see I'm almost to the specialist bonus, which if you don't know, that's you get all your perks and all your efficiencies. So you do, you know, it helps you out tremendously. And I haven't got it a lot of times, so I'm like really nervous right now. And somehow I get that guy. So now I got my specialist bonus, and I'm gonna, you know, just keep tearing it up for a little bit here before I finally get killed. Now I am though a fan of the specialist class, or the specialist specialist strike package. That's what I basically use most of the time, because I'm not real good at getting the high kill streaks, so I don't really go with assault very often, and double. So I don't really go with assault very often, so I'll usually go with support. You know, I'll just run like spy plane, counter spy plane, and where'd that guy come from? And I'll usually do like advanced UAV or stealth bomber. So, you know, kill streaks are just so subjective to your playstyle that I really couldn't recommend what you should use with this type of class. And, you know, they did okay. I just wish sleight of hand had been first. And then, you know, I don't really care for blind eye that much. I don't think they even really get anything that it affected it. And then, you know, extreme conditioning is pretty good with the shotgun too, because that'll allow you to run a lot more. And double, back-to-back doubles. Come on, you gotta like those doubles. Let's make it a triple double. No, just a little bit of bad luck there, and I get knifed with some magical knife. Man, that pisses me off. So, this morning, just trying to get this gameplay, I was just raging so hard that it was just getting kind of funny that I was getting so mad. And I'll do that a lot, just get so mad over a game. And I can never hit the throwing knives. So that's another thing too. When you're using the shotgun, if you use stuns or flashes, you know, a lot of times it'll give you a chance to make up that distance between your enemies. And since I'm using smoke, it really doesn't help me at all, and that was really frustrating. And then I couldn't even have a grenade. I had to have the damn throwing knife, which I can't ever hit anybody with the throwing knife. So it really wasn't a good option for me. And all in all, I would just call this like the biggest bullshit pain in the ass class ever invented, and I almost get killed. And I realized, hey, there's got to be somebody who put down that bouncing Betty. So I'm gonna go around the corner, and there he is. But you know, this is just like a pain in the ass, and I would not wish this upon anybody. And here I'm just gonna be an idiot. But this was my first random class. You know, this is just the random one it picked. So I was like, whatever, just do the best I could. So this game's just about over. Let me know if you enjoyed the random class, if you'd like to see something different about it. But I go 25-8. I get a 2,520 score, and I'm the MVP. And I think that's a pretty good job, you know. Just a little over 3 KD, not the highest, but still pretty good. Thanks for watching.